everybody, Dr. Joe here, and today's topic is a tight and stiff lower back. How do we treat it and how do we relieve it? The good news is this can be done relatively quickly, and we really just have to focus on a few different areas. So there's going to be four main areas that you see coming up on the screen now. The first one we're going to talk about is in the lower back, the erector muscles that run alongside your spine. We move a little bit further to the side than that, you're going to see a QL, the Quadratus lumborum. Then we're going to go down, make sure we address the top area of the pelvis where the spine inserts into the pelvis, kind of sits on it like a foundation. And we want to address the glutes, specifically the upper glutes. And then the last area is going to be the TFL. This is the tensor fascia lata. Has a lot of control over the front of our hip joint as well as our IT band tension. So we're going to talk about how to treat each of these areas, how to do it quickly, effectively, at home, and with one simple tool. Treating the lumbar erector muscles with a massage ball is real simple. The first step is to locate those muscles. So go to your lower back. You can try and feel for your spine. If you're having trouble, bend a little bit forward. It should poke out. And then go slightly to the side. That chunk of muscle is your lumbar erectors. You're going to take the massage ball. You're going to position it on those muscles. You're going to then lean yourself into the wall. From there, you can take a few deep breaths. You can bend and straighten your knees. You can rotate side to side to move it back and forth. Whatever feels right to you. You want what I call that good hurt, that just enough pressure to feel like you're working on the muscle, but not so much to cause you a bunch of pain and discomfort. Spend about a minute or two at a time, perhaps 2 to 3 times a day, and you should notice that loosen up over time. Treating the Quadratus lumborum is pretty simple, but again, the first thing we have to do is locate it. So this time, if you go to the middle of your back, you feel your spine. You can bend forward if that's hard to do, and then you move a little bit over to the side. There's a chunk of muscle. And then if you roll off of that chunk, that next group of muscles is going to be your Quadratus lumborum. It's going to be almost in that kidney-esque area, probably a little bit lower, right off the bottom of your rib cage. So you can also try and find the back of your ribs here and drop a little bit lower. Take the ball, get it into that location, position it on the wall with the appropriate amount of pressure that you like, drop the knees, bend up and down, rotate side to side. You're going to work that muscle for 1 to 2 minutes at a time, and you'll do that a few times a day. A lot of people find some pretty quick, immediate relief by targeting it. Treating the glute muscles, specifically the upper glutes with the massage ball, is pretty easy. Again, we're going to have to locate them first. So if you put your hands on your hips where you would put them in this type of pose, all you have to do is start there, roll around, and drop down about an inch. You should feel the top of your pelvis in that area. You're going to be slightly below that top of your pelvis where there's some soft tissue. You'll take the ball, lodge it in that area, lean against the wall. Because this is a bigger muscle, it can take more pressure than others. And you're going to roll. You can do side to side. You can do up or down. You can find a really tense spot and hang out there for a minute. All of those work just fine. Again, we're going for that good hurt of the muscle. Spend about 1 to 2 minutes a time at it and hit it a few times a day. A lot of times you will immediately get some relief, less tension, especially with these side-to-side turns. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the TFL muscle. Treating the TFL, or the tensor fascia lata, with a massage ball is pretty simple. We're going to go to where you would slide your hands into your pockets. That soft tissue piece there is where we're going to treat. If you feel a bony piece, you're probably just a shade high, so drop down an inch or two. Right there, we're going to take that ball, position it there, and lean into the wall. Leaning into the wall, we can roll up and down. We can roll side to side. We can even, if we want to, come a little bit further around the front of the hip, get that top of the quad hip flexor muscle, and treat that too. This will a lot of times make movements like raising your leg or twisting side to side easier if we treat it correctly.